Welcome to my channel Science with Happiness. Today we are going to see applications of diode. Part 1. I'll be bringing this in parts. So this is the first part. There are two images over here. The image to the right is the symbol of diode and the image to the left is the diode in reality, or how you would see it as a device. Before moving to the actual applications, just let's overview different kinds of current or electric current. There are two kinds of electric current: direct current and alternating current. So the source of direct current is a battery in general, and the source of alternating current in general are power stations. The diagrams below are the symbols, that is, this line indicates direct current and this sinusoidal shape in a circle indicates alternating current. Next. Okay, properties of alternating current. Alternating current is an electric current which periodically reverses the direction and changes its magnitude continuously with time. So over here in this diagram below, we can see there are different kinds of alternating current. But in general, we see the sine wave, or the one just to the extreme right, that is the sine wave. The triangle wave, the square wave are more complicated forms of the sine wave only. But these are different kinds of alternating currents. So properties were it changes periodically. So you see there is a time period of 2 pi uh, when it completes one cycle and starts the next cycle. Also, there is a periodically reversing, that is, after every difference of pi it reverses, that is, when it was 0 to 2 pi, if it was in the positive half, then it will be in the negative half between pi and 2 pi. This is the property of alternating current. And these are different types of alternating current. Okay, now the first and foremost application of diodes is used in rectifiers. What are rectifiers? They are used to convert AC current into DC current. There are two types: half wave and full wave. Half wave rectifier. So I will just be discussing the circuitry, and I won't be going into the mathematical derivation of how these waveforms are formed, but I'll just go through the circuitry, and the efficiency and all we'll discuss in the next part. But I'll explain the circuitry of a half wave rectifier first. So normally you have a sinusoidal wave at the input, then you use a diode, and you have a load resistance across which you take your output. So what we see, there are two paths to the cycle in a sinusoidal, the positive half and the negative half. So what happens is, when it is in the positive half, the diode is said to be in forward bias, because in the positive half, as I mentioned, the P side will be joined to positive and the N side will be to negative, so it will conduct. So in the positive half cycle it will conduct. In the negative half cycle it will not conduct. What if I wanted a diode to conduct in the negative half cycle only? You can think of it and tell me an answer in the comments, that if you want the diode to conduct in negative half cycle, how would you have placed it? Next. So this is a simple circuitry of half wave. This is how half wave rectifier works. Mathematically deriving the efficiency and all I'll explain in the second part. Now we have a full wave rectifier. So this is the actual circuitry. Even in half wave rectifier we do use a transformer. The use of a transformer is just to make it from a higher potential difference to a lower potential difference. That is, we get 230 volts on our main supply, but we want it around 20 or 12 volts sometimes. So we have to use a step down transformer. So again we have an AC input. We have two diodes, and this transformer is special. That is a center tap transformer. That is, there is a connection in the middle of the transformer. So ideally making it into two coils on the secondary side. So in the positive half cycle, diode D1 conducts and we see an output around RL, and diode D2 during that time is in off state or it's not conducting. Whereas during the negative half cycle, diode D2 conducts and again we see a potential across RL, or we see the waveform across RL, and this cycle keeps on continuing. The frequency of AC signal in which we receive here is 50 hertz, and its peak to peak value is 230 volts in India. So yeah, this is kind of how the circuitry works. And we see the output waveform is formed of pulse DC supply. You see it goes up and then comes down, then again goes up and then comes down. It's not AC. Why is it not AC? Because it is not inverting. Okay, it is, after a period of time it doesn't invert or it doesn't change the polarity. So here it's a pulse DC output both in half wave and full wave rectifier. So I'll be talking about the mathematical part later. So thank you. Please like, comment and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Have a nice day.